Students, today we are going to see the third lesson from the 11th syllabus biozoology, tissue level of organization. The definition for tissues. These are nothing but the group of cells that are similar in structure, and perform common function, that is called tissues. So, group of cells, they are similar in structure. So, like this, they are similar in structure and perform common or related function, that is called tissue. The four primary tissue types. Primary tissue types. One, epithelial tissue. Second one, connective tissue. Third one, muscle tissue. Fourth one, nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue commonly used for the covering of the body, mostly, and this connective tissue for support. Muscle tissue usually for movement, and nervous tissue for control. Nervous coordination control is due to the nervous tissue. So, these are the four primary tissue types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue and nervous tissue. Now, we are going to see the first type, this epithelial tissue. These are the sheet of cells that covers the body, or lines the body cavity. So, these are the sheet of cells that covers the body or lines the body cavity, that is called epithelial tissue. The functions of the epithelial tissue, common functions of the epithelial tissues are protection, absorption, filtration, excretion, protection, absorption, filtration, excretion, secretion, and sensory reception. So, protection, absorption, filtration, excretion, secretion, sensory reception. So, these are the common functions of these epithelial tissues. Now, we are going to see the types of epithelial tissue. One is simple epithelium, another one is compound epithelium. Simple epithelium and a compound epithelium. There are two types of epithelial tissue, simple and compound. The simple epithelium composed of single layer of cells. Single layer of cells. Only one layer of cells will be there, like this. Single layer of cells, if it is there, that is called the simple epithelium. Types of simple epithelium. If compound epithelium means many cells will be there, but many layers will be there in the compound epithelium, but simple epithelium, single layer of cells will be there. The types of simple epithelium. Now, we are going to see the types. Squamous epithelium, next one is cuboidal epithelium, third one is columnar epithelium, fourth one is ciliated epithelium, fifth one is pseudo-ciliated epithelium, pseudo-ciliated epithelium, pseudo-stratified, pseudo-stratified epithelium. So, squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, pseudo-stratified epithelium. First, we will see the squamous epithelium. It consists of single layer of flattened cells, single layer of flattened cells with irregular boundaries. If you see here, the boundaries may be irregular boundaries like this. Only one layer will be there, single layer. The boundaries will be irregular boundaries like this. Where we can see this squamous epithelium means kidney glomeruli. You know well what is meant by glomeruli. This is the nephron. This collection of capillaries, this is called glomeruli. Glomerulus. This is Bowman's capsule and this is the glomerulus. It brings the blood for filtration here. So, it will be filtered here through this way, through the afferent artery, the blood enters here to the glomerulus, and here from here to here the blood will be filtered here. This is called the glomeruli, this region. The capillaries are called glomeruli. So, kidney glomeruli, air sacs of lungs, lining of heart, blood vessels and lymphatic vessels. So, in these parts you can see this squamous epithelium. See here, this is the structure of squamous epithelium. This is the irregular boundaries, you can see here only one layer of cell is there. This is also thin layer. Next one is cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal, second type what I told you is cuboidal epithelium. It is also single layer, but the cells will be cube like. These are found in the kidney tubules duct. Kidney tubules duct and the surface of ovary. This is the female reproductive part, the ovary. Here only the ovum will be produced. So, in this region and the kidney tubules duct also you can see this cuboidal epithelium. The cuboidal epithelium are cube like. So, see this picture, these are cube in nature, their structure is cube. So, this is the structure of cuboidal epithelium. Third type is columnar epithelium. Here also single layer only. And they are the tall cells. All the cells will be tall like this. See here. And their nuclei will be round or maybe oval like this. Round or oval maybe like this. It is found at the base of the cells. See here, it is found at the base. Single layer, they are the tall cells. That is why columnar. Columnar means like pillar. It is looking like a pillar. That is why it is called the columnar. See the picture here. See columnar. Columnar epithelium. Very lengthy cells like this. Tall cells. Where they are found, this columnar epithelium means digestive tract from the stomach to rectum. From the stomach to, so you see here from the stomach, this is the intestine and this intestine joined with the small intestine, this is the small intestine and this will be joined with the large intestine here, and this part is called the rectum. See here, this part is called the rectum. So, you can see this columnar epithelium in the digestive tract from the stomach till the rectum. Final part is anus, and this rectum till the rectum, this columnar epithelium is found. Fourth type is ciliated epithelium. In the columnar epithelium, like this, in this, if the cilia are present here like this, small structures which are present here, cilia, if it is present, this is called ciliated epithelium. These are found in the small bronchioles, fallopian tube, and uterus. Small bronchioles, if you see here, this is the trachea, these are the primary bronchi, lungs. Within the lungs, the primary bronchi gives out many branches like this, secondary bronchi and the tertiary bronchi, then bronchioles. These bronchioles are lined by the ciliated epithelium. And also, I am going to draw the structure of the female reproductive part. Simply rough structure only. This is the uterus and this is the fallopian tube. And this is uterus and fallopian tube, and here which is present here is the vagina or birth canal. And here only the ovaries may be present, ovaries. In this ovaries only the egg will be developed and it will be matured as Graafian follicle and ovum will be released. This released ovum will enter into the fallopian tube. Here it may reach. So, that is why it is made up of, for the movement of this egg, it is made up of the ciliated epithelium. And this uterus also lined by the ciliated epithelium. So, small bronchioles, fallopian tube and the uterus lined by ciliated epithelium. See here, this is the structure of ciliated epithelium. These are the cilia, ciliated epithelium and cilia. Next one is pseudo stratified epithelium. Pseudo stratified epithelium. Stratified means layers, many layers, maybe 2 layers or 3 layers. Stratified means layers. Pseudo means false. Actually, the simple epithelium is made up of single layer only, but here it is called pseudo stratified epithelium means it looks like it is made up of many layers, like multi-layers. It looks like it is made up of, appears like multi-layer, but actually it is made up of single layer of cells only, but when you are seeing, this is made up of multi-layer like this. Only single layer. Their nuclei exist at different levels like this. So, their nuclei lie at different levels in the different cells. That is why it is called pseudo-stratified epithelium. I think you might have understood only single layer of cells only, but the nuclei exists in different levels. See here, not in the same order, it is present different levels. That is why it is called pseudo-stratified epithelium. Single layer appears, very important term is appears multi-layered, because nuclei lie at different level. So, this is very important question. It may be asked for 2 mark question or 3 mark question. This pseudo-stratified epithelium. See the structure of pseudo-stratified epithelium. Pseudo-stratified epithelium, these are the nuclei. They are not present at the same level. It is present at different levels. That is why it is looking like many layers of cells are there, but not many layers, only one layer of cells will be present. So far we have seen squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, pseudo-stratified epithelium. These are all the types of simple epithelium. But another type is also there, I told you, that is the compound epithelium. Simple epithelium made up of single cells only, but compound epithelium is made up of more than one layer of cells. Compound epithelium made up of more than one layer of cells. This is the difference between the simple epithelium and the compound epithelium. Simple epithelium single layer, but here more than one layer of cells are there, performing the limited role in secretion. Secretion means it secretes something. Secretion and absorption. Secretion and absorption. So, limited role only, not much role, limited role only they are performing. Types of compound epithelium may be: 1. Stratified squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, transitional epithelium. Transitional epithelium. Stratified squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, transitional epithelium. These are all the 4 types are found in the compound epithelium. First we will see about the stratified squamous epithelium. Stratified means many layers. Squamous epithelium. We have seen the what is meant by squamous epithelium in the simple epithelium. Here stratified, that means many layers are there in the squamous epithelium. There are 2 types will be there. One is keratinized. Keratinized. Keratinized, and another one is non-keratinized. First we will see keratinized here in your book what is meant by keratin, all the explanation is not given. Keratin is a protein, keratin is a protein, mostly it fills the outermost layer of our body covering, that is in the epidermis. Mostly the outermost covering of the epidermis is made up of dead cells. The superficial cells will be dead cells. In this dead cells, instead of nucleus, it is filled with nucleus and other organelles replaced by the keratin. What is keratin? A protein. So, mostly they are the dead cells. If the cells are filled with keratin, the cells are filled with keratin, they are the dead cells only. Here this keratinized squamous epithelium, that is forming the dry epidermis of skin. The superficial layer of our skin is made up of, this keratinized squamous epithelium. Non-keratinized, where you can see this means moist lining. Here in the keratinized means dry, it is superficial layer will be dry because dead cells. Here non-keratinized means it is not filled with keratin, but squamous epithelium, many layers will be there. They are found in the lining of the esophagus. Esophagus means food pipe. Esophagus, mouth, conjunctiva, the outermost covering of the eye, thin transparent layer of the eye is called the conjunctiva of the eyes. And vagina. Vagina, already I told you what is vagina. In the female reproductive part I told you vagina. So these are all made up of the non-keratinized type. Second one is stratified cuboidal epithelium. Stratified cuboidal epithelium. That means the structure will be cubes only, but many layers will be there. That is why it is called the stratified squamous cuboidal epithelium. You can see it in the sweat glands and mammary glands. Milk secreting glands are called mammary glands. And stratified columnar epithelium. Third one is stratified columnar epithelium. Here they are columnar in type, that is tall cells, but many layers of cells will be there. Where we can see this stratified columnar epithelium means in the lumen of the pharynx, and the male urethra. So from the urinary bladder, the urethra will be formed to send out the urine. This is the urethra. This urethra of the male is made up of stratified columnar epithelium. One more epithelium is there, that is the fourth one, compound epithelium. Transitional epithelium. This is mainly for stretching and protective. Stretching means like elastic, it may extend and contract, that is why it is used for stretching. Transitional epithelium, where you can see this lining of the uterus, in the lining of the uterus and the urinary bladder and part of urethra. Uterus you know well, female reproductive part, here only the fetus will grow. As the fetus grow, the muscles should expand like this. That is why stretching, for stretching this transitional epithelium will be used. Urinary bladder, as the urine fills, the urinary bladder will be enlarged here when the urine fills here. So this is also, and the part of the urethra also, this is the urethra, and this urethra also lined by transitional epithelium. So we have seen 4 types of compound epithelium. Stratified squamous epithelium. In that stratified squamous epithelium, 2 types we have seen, keratinized and non-keratinized. Then second type is stratified cuboidal epithelium. Third type is stratified columnar epithelium. Fourth type is transitional epithelium. So we have seen today simple epithelium as well as the compound epithelium. I think students, it will be very helpful for you. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you students.